Phobias are irrational fears that can significantly impact a person's life. Today, we'll explore 5 of the strangest phobias and delve into their fascinating details. Let's begin. Misophobia, also known as germophobia, is the fear of germs and contamination. People with this phobia often go to extreme lengths to avoid germs, leading to compulsive hand washing, excessive use of sanitizers, and avoiding public places. One of the most famous individuals with misophobia was Howard Hughes, the eccentric billionaire. His fear of germs became so extreme that he isolated himself for years, wearing tissue boxes on his feet to avoid contamination. Imagine you're in a public restroom and the person next to you is scrubbing their hands vigorously for several minutes. You might think they're just being extra cautious, but for someone with misophobia, this behavior is driven by overwhelming anxiety and fear of germs. Acrophobia is the fear of heights. This phobia can cause intense fear and panic when looking down from a high place or even thinking about heights. It's more than just feeling uneasy on a tall building. It's an overwhelming fear that can paralyze. Acrophobia affects around 5% of the general population. It's one of the most common phobias and can significantly limit a person's activities, such as traveling or even walking up a flight of stairs. Picture yourself standing on the edge of a cliff, your heart pounding, palms sweating, and legs trembling. This is the reality for someone with acrophobia, who might avoid even stepping onto a balcony or going near a window in a tall building. Agoraphobia is the fear of open or crowded spaces. It's often misunderstood as just a fear of leaving the house, but it's more about the fear of being in situations where escape might be difficult or help unavailable. Agoraphobia often develops after one or more panic attacks, leading individuals to avoid places where they've previously had an attack. This can result in severe restrictions on their lives, making them prisoners in their own homes. Imagine you're at a crowded concert and suddenly, you feel an overwhelming sense of panic. The walls seem to close in, and you feel like you can't breathe. This experience might lead someone with agoraphobia to avoid similar situations in the future, missing out on events and social interactions. Claustrophobia is the fear of confined spaces. This phobia can be triggered by elevators, tunnels, or even small rooms, causing intense fear and anxiety. Claustrophobia affects about 5 to 7% of the world population. It's often linked to past traumatic experiences, such as being trapped in a confined space during childhood. Imagine getting stuck in an elevator between floors. For someone with claustrophobia, this situation is a nightmare. The walls seem to close in, and the air feels thick, making it hard to breathe. This fear can be so intense that they avoid elevators entirely, opting for stairs regardless of the inconvenience. Cynophobia is the fear of dogs. While many people love dogs, those with cynophobia experience intense fear and anxiety around them, even if the dog is friendly and harmless. Cynophobia affects about 36% of all those who seek treatment for specific phobias. It often stems from a negative childhood experience with a dog, such as being bitten or chased. Imagine walking down the street and spotting a dog in the distance. For someone with cynophobia, this sight can cause immediate panic. They might cross the street or take a different route to avoid the dog, even if it's on a leash and accompanied by its owner. Phobias are more than just irrational fears. They can deeply affect a person's life. Understanding these phobias helps us empathize with those who suffer from them. If you or someone you know is dealing with a phobia, remember that help is available. Therapy and support can make a significant difference. Thank you for watching. If you found this video interesting, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating content on English with GPT.